YouTube. I absolutely love these things. Absolutely love these things. We got another best reacts. What's up, Whoopies? What's up, chat? What's up, everyone else on the YouTubes? There's always one guy first. Yo, this is an interesting one. We got fake uniform. One of the most popular videos I've seen in the BDO category. 17,000 views on this thing. And the topic, sorry, all we got is Doomer, boys. That's actually what's happening. Black Desert is actually dying. Okay. So from what we learned, even the life skillers aren't even happy, and I thought they were just happy chopping trees. So let's see what he's cooking, boys. If the life skillers aren't happy and they're chopping trees still, like, you know what I mean? They're not even if the trees aren't even beat, I don't know, man. Let's get right into it. I gotta say, I absolutely love FakeUni. Mad respect. Gonna go into this stuff he's gonna have. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay.
And it's a shame because the lifetime of BDO looks like it actually has a timer on it now with what they are doing. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, let's talk about what's going on in Black Desert. There is a lot of things happening right now. Good, bad, and sadly, it's mostly ugly.
Mostly
now, I
ugly.
do want to preface at the beginning of this that all these criticisms and things that I'm about to say, I say it out of a place of wanting the game to improve. I'm not trying to piss and moan and hear my voice and just scream this into an echo chamber, though.
Same. I love BDO. Can I get some BDO emotes in chat? I absolutely love this game. The reason I echo this stuff on my channel, the reason my YouTube got way more popular as the game progressively got worse, was actually because I happen to know I'm a creator. I'm an official Pearl Abyss creator. I guess I'm gonna sell out a little bit and let you know. They watch me, chat. They watch my they want to make sure I have people in here, and then they want to make sure, I guess, you know, that I'm following the rules. But they watch my YouTube, they watch my stuff, they see it, they see what's going on. They even read the comments. I know for sure. So it's crazy, y'all. So we're trying to get stuff changed. And he's right. It's out of love. But it's out of love for the game. Wild Zero didn't popped up mid YouTube react. Hi Zero did.
So it kind of feels like that's kind of what we're doing now. So there's a lot of things to talk about right now, and let's just run through it. I don't have this in any specific order, but the general consensus is going to be pretty similar across this entire topic being covered. Let's jump into this. So first up, we have the NA CEO has stepped down and left for reasons as to why I do not know, but let's cover over this statement and talk about.
Oh, he's gonna cook.
So JJ of the
he did the I
CEO
thing.
side of Pearl Abyss has joined NCSoft. These are going to be the people who are making the upcoming MMO Throne in Liberty. This statement reads, I'm leaving Pearl Abyss to take on a new career challenge. It was such a difficult decision to leave my beloved team that I built myself and have grown for the last 6+ years. It's been an amazing 6.5 years with Pearl Abyss and lots of growth, achievements, and learnings earned. Last week was my last week at the Pearl Abyss office in America. It was.
I'm just gonna say it. I never realized it. This kind of like, it felt like she was. It felt like she was writing an obituary. This is fine, guys. Pearl Abyss is fine. You guys are fine. I don't like you. It's not you. It's me. I just got paid more money and stuff. But this, you know.
Filled with
the more I hear it,
from gratefulness and sadness and so much laughter and so many tears too.
There's like a melancholy tone.
I started by myself in Irvine in a tiny co-sharing office as the first U.S. employee for Pearl Abyss. I set up an office in Manhattan Beach later and officially established Pearl Abyss America in August the same year, exactly 6 years ago. I've been getting many congrats on my 6th anniversary as the Pearl Abyss America CEO all this week. Feeling weird and awkward to say that I'm leaving this place right after getting so many congrats. I cannot thank enough everyone at PA and especially my team in the US, including all the past employees, for everything they've done with me. You guys have been such an awesome team. I've learned and grown a lot thanks to all of you. I truly appreciate it. From the sleepless nights for the product launches, live service issues, to all the fun and great moments at our offline events with our Black Desert players, every single moment will be cherished forever. And all the one-on-one group lunches, dinners, office happy hours, holiday parties, and the boring all hands will be missed so much.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You were pretty cool. Fuck you. Okay.
I'm on my last vacation to Pearl Abyss before embarking on a new adventure, a real vacation in a long time. And no Gamescom trip for me this year, unfortunately. I'll miss you. We'll be back and keep you posted on my new roles and missions in a few weeks. Thanks to everyone at Pearl Abyss and also our partners, agencies, and industry friends who have supported Black Desert and our Western business so far. Please keep supporting and cheering Pearl Abyss America, who will carry on and continue to succeed after my departure. And then NCSoft appoints new leaders for global office. So NCSoft has appointed JJ, formerly the head of Pearl Abyss America, as the new CEO of NC America. Jin has previously led the Games and Pearl Abyss US-based offices as CEO with over 15 years of leadership experience in both Western and Korean gaming companies. She brings extensive expertise in gaming publishing and global business expansion in the Western market. So long story short, yoink, my CEO now. As for
also
the reason,
I think Arcade 2, there's like I think there might be other MMOs that they're supposed to, if not make. I don't know if Arcade 2 was it. Arcade, that might be Cacao. I don't know if I think there's other that they might be publishing. I don't remember. There's what was it? Was it Aeon 2 that's coming out? I think there's other games too that they like. It's not just Throne and Liberty, I don't think. So you gotta understand that she worked at, I didn't know, but she worked at Cacao before Pearl Abyss. So like she's largely like the reason we like games like this because of how well BDO did. And they owe her a lot because now we have whales. We would never have whales in NA before like that. Maybe few, but now people be swiping.
To why, unsure, but there is a bit of speculation if it has to do with the current state of the game. I felt like this was important to mention first, but now let's start getting into the steak and potatoes of what is actually happening abroad right now.
I like
in previous videos, I have talked about the progressional state of BDO, about how the early game has a variety of things to do, mid game starts to narrow down, late game starts to become a more one-track mind of focus with a very...
I have to pause it, and all I have to say is I absolutely love it when he starts showing on the screen, and I can't wait until he does it in this video. That's all I really have to input right now. But I just love that shit. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at what's going on. This is, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Very, very narrow perspective on things to do leading into content that is questionable because there really isn't too much left to do once hitting
questionable
points. There is no content. The PvP is in a very, very stale state, and the gear that you need to work towards requires so much of your time that there is no content that matches its caliber for working towards it. You are working on these goals for the reason of just because. If you would like to get a more detailed description on that conversation, feel free to pause this video, check this one out. I will be sure to link this down in the description below, as well as all of the other material that we are going to cover in this video. But long story short, the gear progression is in a very weird stale state, and unfortunately that has been a conversation that is being had for quite some time as of recent. Let's go back to our notes. Gear progression in later game.
Okay, doing it, boys.
Not to mention, they've given us a free pen Black Star, the hard cap end game item to work towards. Now, don't get me wrong. I have absolutely no problem with giving new players and mid-tier players items that help them progress faster into the game. My issue with the free pen Black Star specifically is that the bar of progression is just not being raised. They're giving people access to get to the same problems that we are having in endgame a lot faster. And again, if you want to go over that topic as well, definitely check out that video that I've mentioned. But unfortunately,
I can't believe I paused it right there. When he says I didn't know I was gonna beat that. I'm actually in this video. Okay, so when he says problems, he means cron stones. When he says problems, he means cron stones. He wants everybody to BDO wants everybody to use cron stones as soon as possible. That's it. That's all. That's all they want you to do. But I'm just decoding. I'm decoding it. D-partner speaking it for you. Crons, it's just everything doesn't need to be crons. Before you could, hey, Black Star Rebellion, everybody. Hey, you can raw tap a Black Star. Saying nothing like raw tapping, baby.
The general conversation that seems to be had across YouTube, across a lot of streams right now, is regarding the state of the game. Now, of course, you can find other content regarding Black Desert Online, but the general topic that seems to be had in the time and making of this video right now is the state of the game is under very, very harsh criticism.
I had 214 likes.
Players that is just wanting this place to improve, wanting the game to do better. We all want to basically go back to 2019, 2020 Black Desert Online, when the state of progression and your gear and your efforts that you put into this game genuinely actually meant something. But we are falling further and further away from that vision. And they're doing things into this game that are just.
Did you hear him laugh after he said we're falling further and further away from that vision? Well done. I think he's right. I think what most of us are, we've played the game for so long, we see the game through old player goggles. And that's why I've been having fun playing Black Desert as of late. Because I've been trying to like detach myself from these old player goggles. And it's very, very difficult, seeing as I've played it for almost a decade. And this game is my life. Literally, I love this game. But it's tough to watch what they're doing. Chinese conspiracies or not. It's really tough to watch what they're doing.
Just becoming insanely questionable. And also in more recent announcements in the Calcium Ball, the most recent dev talk, this honestly had to be one of the most lackluster game developer announcements that we've honestly ever had. They talked about content ideas such as the Demon Castle, the 100-layer dungeon, the Land Before Time BDO, but the problem that I have with this type.
Okay, which animated GIF or GIF? Fuck, they're gonna yell at me in the comments. Whatever. Which animated GIF is he talking about? Because I didn't see any content that wasn't reskinned. Bazinga. Alright, I'm done. I'll go back to the thing. Fuck. Dekia trees?
Type of stuff right now is that we saw thumbnails. We didn't see content being developed. We saw no development preview of what these things are going to be. We saw thumbnails that come across as a concept idea. Oh, and shocker, the stuff that is actually coming, Korea gets it first. And I definitely think that 7 new grind spots or whatever the number is and additional Black Shrine content from Land of the Morning Light Part 2 is not going to be enough to make compelling enough changes that's going to direct the state of the game in a much more positive direction. If you also want to go over this topic that I also cover as well, I will also link this in the description down below. I think that all of this content that I am referencing here is going to be worthwhile checking out if you want to have the full scope of some of the things that's going on in the state of the game. But
Go
when I
on,
made my
King.
speculation about the Calcium Bulb, I
That's two
remember people
videos
telling me that I'm
reference.
pissing, moaning, and I'm just screaming into the void. And I wish I was wrong in this situation and wish we had better things to look forward to. But sadly, I was right. And believe me, I do not feel good about it because it's continuing to add to the staleness that's happening right now. Some of the more important things to make mention of right now is we have DIVIOS on our screen now, who is North
Oh.
America's #1 ranked striker. He is, long story short, a top PvP player, well within the top 100 players on our server. And
Oh,
even
sevens for the
him
Azure
is
Dragon.
talking about the end of the era
Oh,
BDO,
seven
mentioning
King.
that his position as a player in this game, he's not wanting to play anymore. He's talking about quitting. He has done a full long video talking about the destruction of the progressional system, talking about diminishing accomplishments in the current state of PvP, talking about class balance, land of the morning light content, etc. It's a very, very long video, but overall expresses really similar concerns that players abroad are having right now. And this is where it starts to get really unfortunate because top guilds, PvP guilds, the PvP scene is being destroyed in patch updates and changes that are happening right now. And it is really, really sad to see
He's
because,
cooking.
again, all of us just want to see this game make decisions that reinvigorate players' passion to play this game. I've mentioned before in the past, and I'll say it again, these changes and things that they're doing right now comes across as PA first, player second. And I know some people have mentioned in the past they don't know what I mean by that, so let me clarify.
Yo, first of all, I'm gonna be real with you. He wants y'all the developers. You have to develop a product that we want to purchase, which makes us keep playing the game. And I feel like if you want people to get to the end game, there has to be a foreseeable, like a good end game. So, I'm gonna just say 3 words, and it's like gonna be real easy. I might get a little hood. It happens sometimes at this kind of night, cause like I haven't taken all my medication yet, but it's kicking in. If you feel me, though. Do your job. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Developers, do your job. Develop something. Go develop something. All right, I'm done. That was base. All right, that was it. Sorry. That's what we want. We
PA is making decisions that put themselves and their pockets first rather than making compelling enough content that make the players love this game and love the future direction that it is going. It is them first, us second. They are putting content into the game that is not fully tested. They are putting content into the game that is not fully developed, underdeveloped, or completely lackluster. It is completely out of touch, leading me to think that the developers aren't actually playing this game, because if they were playing the game, especially in the chapters that we're in and the endgame players are, they would understand immediately where the problems lie. If you want to check out DIVIOS's detailed explanation, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Again, links for this will be in the description down below. And if someone's going to break down the scene of BDO as well, he's a great person to check out, but bear in mind the video itself is very long-winded, but I think it is a very worthwhile listen if you want to hear the full details
True.
and more on what's going on and his take on things. DIVIOS is also part of
If y'all really want to, you can check out my DIVIO'S reacts. I think it comes out like tomorrow or the next day. I just throwing that out there. Damn. Yeah. The DIVIO'S thing, big sad. It's just, see, I don't like sharing Discord DMs, and I didn't get this DM to me, and I wasn't in this Discord, but I mean I got a DM to me, but you know what I mean? It wasn't Roots.
North America's strongest guild that we have seen in Black Desert in the North American side. Their name is Cho Nation. Cho Nation has been a top #1 ruling guild in
07
the
Cho.
PvP and Siege scene for as long as I can remember, probably since almost the start of the game. When I started playing this game, when it released on Steam,
Yeah.
they were at the top, and they have been at the top for the longest time. Now, even Cho
Long time.
Nation has disbanded because of the condition of the PvP scene as well as the game. This statement reads here from Roots, who is the GM of Cho Nation. Probably not a surprise if you've been here for a while, but we are done. I'm gonna just type this as I think, so this is probably gonna be a wall, but I think we're pretty much all on the same page here. The game is just way too dead and boring now. If I knew 3 years ago it wasn't gonna get better, I would have called it then, and it's only gotten worse. I've pretty much been done since the start of the year, and I knew this was happening. Even if the mode balance changes were good. I just thought it would make the game feel alive for a few more months like usual, and we get some fun out of it. But all they did was just kill it more this time. And we all know that it's not getting better and will keep getting worse. They said a balance patch was coming for a year straight, just for it to suck anyways. They let Node Wars be a PvE mode for years, and then managed to come up with a system that is just as boring. They let a bug break Node Wars when they could have fixed it in the day. They had a Heidel ball that told us that there's nothing to even look forward to, and it's about as dead as it can get without turning the servers off. The game has kind of sucked, but I'm happy with how the guild went. I never played any other MMO, so it's been surprising how bad people are at this. We would beat any other guild that existed at their peak, probably from any region, and we ran the server longer than anyone has or will. I always hated calling, so shot calling for the PvP scene. I always hated shot calling. I just had no choice, like every other role that I took over, but you guys made it bearable. Being surrounded by good players kept the game fun, and this is the only guild for that, but it's not enough. We've done everything there is to do besides farm EU, and I gave up on that. Most of you only kept playing for the guild, so it's time to be free. Maybe we'll get nostalgic and mess around on 30s once or twice a week at some point, but for now, we're done. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the community. I know it won't even be affected by this.
Nah, man, that people just left and joined Cho.
And a little
you know what I mean, Kraken?
And honestly, it's sad because with even Cho stepping down, who knows? It probably likely won't be affected because
it's like the same
sadly, the ripple effect that comes from our player base doesn't seem to cross over into Korea. It doesn't seem to cross over into their development team to take into consideration or even take seriously. But I'm going to talk about more of that near the end of the video, so just stay tuned for that. But regardless, this statement coming from the absolute #1 PvP guild in the game in North America, this is a big deal. This is a huge deal that people honestly should pay attention to, because these people and the team and the members they had on it, they were the true degenerates, even if you will, of this game. Non-stop hardcore players who lived and breathed this game, trying to be the best, because honestly, they were. Statements like this deserve more attention, and this attention deserves to be brought forth and in front of the right people who are making the decisions to change this game. Because as far as I'm concerned, these people who are at the table making these decisions for the game are not the right people at the table anymore. Like, PA, if you ever see this, what you're doing to this game at this point is an absolute joke. You should actually be ashamed of yourself, what you are doing to this player base, what you are doing to this game. You are currently destroying your product through and through. And I really try to be careful and tread lightly with making statements, you know, such as a new game comes out and then everyone's like, oh my God, that's going to be the BDO killer. Oh my God, New World comes out, BDO killer. Oh my God, Throne and Liberty comes out. There's going to be a game killer. That's never going to be the case, because the only people who are going to destroy their own product and game are going to be the developers.
Oh my God.
For the first time ever, I have a lot more confidence saying right now that I feel like the wick, which is the lifetime of BDO, has been lit and the fuse is getting shorter and shorter. I'm genuinely afraid that we are actually starting to see the end of a beautiful game that is being imploded by their development team. And it's a shame, because the lifetime of BDO looks like it actually has a timer on it now with what they are doing. I'd love to see them reverse this. I'd love to see them change this, but sadly, this doesn't seem like the case scenario right now, because a lot of people who have had so much faith, patience, and time and effort put into this game, your most knowledgeable players who are a fountain of wealth are losing faith in this product, in this game.
So those of y'all that don't know, FakeUni is like the guy that this is like Blue Squadrons coming out and being like, it's all fucked, boys. But he's been, I mean, he made the song, he made the BDO's diamond hit. This is BDO's golden boy, and he's like, it's cooked, boys. Oh my God. I hate to be the, I guess I guess I was, I know I'm a dude. I didn't mean to like people on my videos were like, "You started it. You were did I start it, or are we just dooming together?" It kind of sounds exciting when you say it like that, together. But like, I mean, like, BDO could have lasted forever.
And I think it's important to take a lot of
It
this
still
into
can.
consideration, because you have some of the best players who can offer some of the best information, and none of it's being heard. But let's talk. We'll talk
True.
about that in a bit. So we have top players quitting. We have top guilds disbanding. And this isn't just one guild. Another statement reading from another guild with a large community mentioning that they are going to be disbanding and embarking on new endeavors as well. And then going right back to Vessel Vision here, who has made guilds that has targeted new players for...
We got into the video twice, boys. I'm excited. I got it twice, boys. Let's go. Yo. I love you, Fake. It do be like this. Rip Kazarka. That's 2 times, boys. I'm up tremendous. Imagine, I would never would have imagined being in another YouTuber's video, especially because of my YouTube video. I'm just excited. Sorry. Earlier, right before I did this react video, I'm like, listen to me, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Right before I did this react video, in front of everybody, YouTube recommended. Why did I get forward? Like, you can see me closer. Okay, YouTube recommended my own video to me, and I was like, "Oh, YouTube, you know I want to right now, but we're busy on stream. You know, we should watch it together." No. Oh, YouTube. The algorithm, thank you. I appreciate that. But right now, I've got to watch Fake Uniform. Oh, YouTube. This is a trip.
PvP players for
Thank you, everyone.
PvP game mode.
My mind
guild
is
leagues,
blown.
even having guilds like this being imploded because of PvP changes that are happening. We have the 3v3 game mode, which is Arena of Solaire. Changes that need to happen in this game mode clearly are not. You would think that influence from Solaire would be brought into the large-scale PvP scene, which sadly, again, it's not. And again, if you go across Black Desert streams abroad and ask them what the state of the game is like, I feel confident putting all my chips on the table by saying the same topic is going to be talked about abroad, which is this current state of the game that I'm talking about now. Because the decision makers who are around the table on the PA development side, whoever is part of that table needs to be fucking removed, because you need to have product knowledge of your own product that you are selling. And at this point, it feels like you're trying to sell a microwave to people who are looking for a fucking TV. What are we doing now? But again, I'm not making this video.
Go on, King. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 in the morning. Go on, King. I'll wake my neighbors up, but I'm sorry underneath. Oh my God, he's so based. I love it. I'm just powered up by it. It's empowering me. It's not wrong. We're dooming as much as the game deserves, as my man Zero then chimed in says. Oh my God, when Uniform starts swearing, bro, it's Chover. It's all Chover, man. Oh man, he's cooking hard, dude. He's cooking hard.
To piss and moan, this is something that I feel like is important to cover. And
oh my God.
Let's talk about the BDO partnership. I am not allowed to leak any conversations that happen in there. And I don't even know if I'm honestly allowed to talk about anything in specific, so I'm going to refrain from
motherfuckers do it all the time, but yeah, I don't think you're supposed to, no.
Doing so. But I can confidently
tell
you that the same conversation is happening in there as well. People are not happy, creators are not happy, and the criticisms we are trying to get is to simply listen and take this more seriously, because this is a sinking ship at this point. I can tell you right now, without leaking any of these conversations, the BDO partner Discord chat room is becoming an echo chamber of creators begging and pleading to be listened to, because the state of the game is in a horrendous state, filled with content creators that have hundreds, if not thousands of hours in this game. Again, a wealth of knowledge that can be offered that is not being taken into consideration nor heard. And DIVIOS, our top PvP mentioner, is in there, as well as other top PvPers in there. No one's being heard. We're just pissing and moaning amongst ourselves at this point. And it's honestly a fucking shame. And you're right. I'm a player first in this game. I'm a creator after.
It's cursing so much. He's so mad.
Our creators are starting to suffer. Our players are starting to suffer. The scene is starting to suffer. This game's foundation is starting to crumble. Because you're right. There is no content. They're taking content we already have, coming out with gear, and literally putting it in spots we already have, but this new gear takes 20 to 30 hours to obtain even one of them, and it costs you hundreds, if not thousands of hours to work on getting it to the best grade, and then getting it to the best grade does what for you? Nothing. There's literally...
He's so entirely based, and he basically said I'm right, so I have to agree. But look at this, he's charged up. Let's fucking go. We need to light a fire under these motherfuckers. That's like everybody's pissed. I'm pissed. My skillets are pissed. They're not even spearfishing and shit. Motherfuckers are pissed. Yo, Palace managed these nuts. Land of the 41 too. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Go on, King. Sorry I interrupted you. Go on, King.
Really no point in having half of the shit. The gear identity is falling off. Class identity is starting to fall off. We're going down this completely narrow scope of progression, which I've mentioned in the first video. I've mentioned as a new player, the game is always going to be the most new player friendly it's ever been. That's all they ever focus on, and there's nothing wrong with that.
God,
it's their market. It's a big portion of their revenue. The mid-tier game is still pretty all right as well. But again, we are getting faster into this end game problem that everyone is starting to share abroad. And I have no problem that people are getting free hard cap end game items.
Once again, just a quick interlude. When he says end game problem that everyone shares, he means cronstones. He means cronstones. We all hate cronstones. That's it. They made everything cronstones, cron this, cron that, cron your demos, cron this, cron. You can cron these nuts. Okay. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And all our problems stem from the cronstone. The almighty dollar.
But the issue that I have is the bar of progression is not being raised. We have attack and defense. And when you hit certain numbers in attack and defense, you receive special numbers called the brackets. You get X amount of AP, hit that bracket, you get more AP. You hit X amount of DP, you get the bracket for defense, you get more defense. They're putting gear in this game that have exceeded the hard cap brackets, and we're still going above and beyond these numbers that they're putting into this game.
By the way, when you go above and beyond, that's called Bracketville. But like, I gotta let him go. Anyways, Bracketville's where you want to be.
And it's becoming more and more pointless to even obtain. You will have more fun destroying your fucking account and starting all over again from square one than actually progressing and taking pride in the effort that you will put into your account.
He's actually done that.
And again, I know I'm complaining a lot, but I'm genuinely saying this out of a place of trying to criticize in hopes for improvement, but I'm screaming. All of us are screaming into the fucking echo chamber right now. But who's being listened to? Korea. Korea gets everything first. Korea gets this, Korea gets that.
Oh my
Christ's sakes, we've had announcements in the past that have talked about working and improving on having global releases for content, but they've told us a blanket excuse that a lot of the times when Korea gets it first, it's because the Korean developers make the game in Korean and then it has to be translated. Okay, you know what? If that takes a little bit of time, that makes sense. I don't know why we can't delay it so everyone can enjoy it and we can all enjoy it at the same time and share the same mystical magic at the same time. But let's talk about one of the new gear pieces that did release recently, which was just one ring, one item, the Duborica ring. You mean to tell me you didn't have one person in the fucking office who could translate one Korean translated item and then all of us could have gotten it at the same time? All we're doing is funding Jay's new Bugatti or something. Like, what is happening? It absolutely feels like we will not be heard.
Look at his eyes at the time that I paused, man. When he's full go off king mode, dude, He closes his eyes for the tiniest moment and he pops off, bro. I'm telling you, dude. Pink uniform does not even need vision. I'm Vessel Vision. He's blind uniform. He doesn't need to see, brothers. He has his own vision. Oh my god, dude. What a legend. Dude, I feel like if I saw him in like real life, dude, I'd be like, dude, tell me more, King. Like we would have this talk IRL, bro. It would be crazy, dude. Maybe I've been talking about interviewing other creators. Maybe I need to interview Fake too. Oh my god, dude. We would rip this game to shreds. Oh my god. Put me and this guy in the same call together, dude. Good fight, dude.
Unless we're Korean. Who knows? I don't know. Just conspiracizing, trying to make sense of it. But unfortunately, none of us can because they don't even know what they're doing at this point. That's what it comes across as. If I could water it down and do a...
I don't know if Shaky Base still mad at me, but I did have a little bit of a plan when he was coming in here. Shaky Base, shout out to you. Love you, brother. Get with me if you can. If you see this video, I love you, man. It's a shame about the whole Neptune scenario. But anyways, remember that you were gonna translate that he was actually gonna get it translated. They put it up in Global in Korean, and the theory was that they pay attention to their popular Korean forums instead of our forums, because those forums got read. So we had a secret plan. It was a great idea for I hope I didn't ruin his video or whatever. Hope he does that. But yeah, no, you got to get sneaky with it. That's how you get stuff read.
A visual representation of what the state of Endgame currently is like and what the state of PvP and other
My bad, Shaky, if I ruined that whole thing.
Are like. Kind of like this. It's kind of like TLC Hoarders, because underneath
we love the video.
We'll watch home, but at surface level, there's all this in the way now.
I don't see a problem with this. I mean, you need to clear a path so you can get through your... I mean, this is your kitchen, right? All right, never mind. I think I'm showing my degenerate.
Oh, and this is exactly, to me, what Black Desert is starting to feel like.
I'm not going to turn my camera that way.
That is underneath all of this bullshit that is happening. All of these bullshit changes that don't make sense. All of these bullshit adjustments that are literally deterring people from wanting to play, progress, and continue to enjoy this game and product. Are we just trying to push away all the veteran players so that eventually you'll just have no veteran players to complain about the game? So really there's just nothing to worry about? This is what the state of BDO visually looks like right now. It's a fucking mess. This is no longer a simple cleanup job. It is now going to be a project.
That's what my inventory looks like. And I think deep down, I just decided until they fix the game, I'm not gonna not only am I not buying pearls, but I'm not even gonna fix my inventory or my banks or anything. I stopped buying costumes. I don't care. I'll tap that Tet demo ring when I can, you know? So yeah, this is my inventory right now. I should organize it, but instead I'm watching base videos. Gamble when I can, like a crackhead. PvP all you can. And then I jump on the internet, make fun of other people who play BDO.
And a miracle to maintain the cleanliness and beautiful integrity you want this game to hold. And when Cacao Games was publishing this game, Cacao Games was really, really good at taking one step forward, 5 steps backwards.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I would rather have Cacao Games back publishing this game than what PA is doing to it, because
PA
is genuinely destroying this product. That's what it feels like. You know, never mind me. I'm just a fucking crybaby. I don't know nothing. I've got tens of thousands of hours in this game. Heard so many opinions abroad. And
what if Perlibus wanted to publish their own game and take it back so they could kill it? But at just the right time. Dude, there's some diabolical shit going on. Some CEOs made this shit up though.
I clearly don't know what I'm talking. I'm just complaining, you know? It is the same conversation that is being had abroad with everybody. Because forget about PvP, forget about PvE. As long as we have peaceful servers, we'll have happy players, and that's clearly just more profit, right? It's crazy how funny some of these memes are, but how much truth seems to be back behind them. This seems to be the thought process of what is happening right now, but it's even worse. And even in this clip here, you have Digital, who is the #2 guild in NA.
That's not true. I see Vagabonds.
What seems like they're memeing and even celebrating the #1 guild, Cho Nation, quitting the game because this now bumps them up into the #1 spot. I mean, congrats, Digital. You did nothing to literally earn the spot, and have fun being #1 in a game that is destroying itself, that is on the path of becoming an actual.
I don't think that. I think they were celebrating. First of all, I gotta put my foot down for the Rose, and I'm not siding, but I see Black Rose, and a lot of these people were in Black Rose, and there's something called the Holy War and Black Desert Online, and I do believe it is over. And if you've ever heard the phrase, you leave, you lose, and Black Desert Online, that's from the Holy War. And basically, it meant it doesn't matter if you beat us, i.e. Cho Nation beat Black Rose or Digital. What matters is we have heard. And we haven't left yet. And I believe this meeting symbolizes that mentality and the fact that we did it, boys. It's not like a hey, they're fucking gone. It's more like, hey, fuck those nerds. You leave, you lose. That's it. Let him have his fucking W's, boys. Let him win. It's okay. They did win in that aspect, and that's okay. It's the war. The Holy War is over. And that's just a fact. It's all over now. That's a fact. We all know that. But Cho hasn't been active in the Holy War for a long time. They haven't even been fighting Digital as far as I know. Digital and Black Rose were ahead of them in the Guild League scores. Like, I don't want to be too critical of Cho in their time of retirement, but let's not glaze them too much. Let's not take away from the one of the few guilds that's still in our community that is working really hard, and they deserve the spot of #1 with Cho gone. But sorry, I appreciate you, Fake Uniform. Don't get mad at these people.
Well, dead game. It's a shame. This guild and Digital hasn't even come close to having the same presence that Cho Nation has. So congrats to you for being so boastful and not having earned a single bit of this placement you have been bumped up into. You pretty much got the thanks for participating. Here you go. We're all going to get the fuck out of here, but congrats to you for doing what? But satire and jokes aside, the state of the game is just an unfortunate thing to be constantly talking about, constantly bickering about.
He doesn't get the Holy War.
The news continues to just seem to get worse and worse and worse. We have CEOs backing out, stepping down, pursuing newer and better opportunities. We have top PvP players backing out of the game. We have #1 contending guilds that have been #1 for years, disbanding and quitting the game because of the state of the game. We have creators abroad, including Black Desert Online partners, screaming into an echo chamber about the state of the game. It's all about the state of the game, the state of the game, the state of the game. There is not a corner you can go around, both player or content creator on YouTube and Twitch.
That's not true. That's not true. I want to say, first of all, I absolutely love everyone's doing these testimonial style videos. I thought when I started making them that nobody would watch them. I absolutely love y'all. And then I went into a bunch of reacts, and I still have the testimonial videos, which I'm just ranting. so to speak. I just want to say, um, it's insane watching everyone echo the same thing. When I made that first video, and some people liked it, and then I made a video about Kozarka dying like a month ago. It was like a month ago. I wasn't even near getting Twitch partner. And it's been an amazing amount of support from y'all. And I can't say anything crazy about it because it's sad that the game is dying while it's happening. But I will say this. There is so much activity in my comments section that when he calls it an echo chamber, I have to disagree. And I know I'm entirely based, but listen to me. The amount of comments that y'all drop and my entirely based rants about PvP and how they can fix it, and the good ideas that y'all see and all that shit, they are literally so many. There's so many of them. They have been noticed. Let me put it that way. By Pearl Abyss. So when he calls it an echo chamber, I completely disagree. They watch the streams. They watch our YouTubes. And they're trying to make sense of this stuff. And what's great is, at least in my comment section, a whole bunch of beautiful people drop their entirely based opinions. And I fucking love that shit. I'm not supposed to say that whole word. Damn. I'll get used to that. But I just love it, man. Because it's not an echo chamber. We're all talking to each other. And it's like it's a conversation through the internet. That where we can break, like, not the fourth wall, but the fifth wall, the sixth wall. Through the comments, we get back to it. And that comes back to, like, this response on the next video. It's amazing. Appreciate y'all. Let's go, baby. But yeah, he's right about everything else. Some input.
You cannot go
they are
and
listening.
not hear about what is happening right now.
Nothing might happen,
and
though.
It's a shame, man. I'm so sick of covering topics like this, but this sadly seems to be the only thing to be talking about right now until something does get done, which likely will never happen. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Black Desert is currently in a stale state in the end game.
I must be smiling like a little schoolgirl. Okay. Is this man gonna solve all of our problems by asking one of the most basic AIs? Let's move on and find out. Oh no.
What are some changes you think could be made in the PvP and PvE scene that could help the game improve? Wow. Even ChatGPT knows what's up. I typed this into ChatGPT on how this game could improve, and my God, look what comes up. Ranked Arena.
What the fuck? Oh, they don't need jobs. Like, humans are fucked. Ranked arena and reward system. Implement permanent rank system with exclusive tier incentivized participation. This would add competitive outside of node wars and seed wars. Add class balance. Regularly assess and adjust class balance to ensure no class dominates PvP, especially in large tier scale battles. It includes addressing one-shot mechanics and overly dominant class events. What the fuck? What? ChatGPT did this? PvP karma system rework. The current karma system can be frustrating for PvP enthusiasts. More and what the heck? Oh my god. A dynamic karma system based on context, such as level difference or guild wars. Oh my god, dude. PvP events, introduce more PvP events, turn events, meaningful rewards, rotate modes. Damn, this is terrifying. Skynet could fix our game in 5 fucking minutes. What? What is happening? Guild and Alliance than him? Dude. Guild and Alliance. Blue converted this to... Oh my god. More in-depth diplomacy, unique alliance skills, exclusive large-scale. That would be so. What is that? So cool. Oh my god. Oh, dude. But even if that's what it's doing, scrapping the internet for post complaining, this is good. PvE dungeons, introduce more cooperative instance dungeons or raids to group court. Oh my god, dude. It's better than even me.
Systems, implementing a permanent rank arena system with exclusive tier rewards, improved class balance, regularly assess and adjust class balance, PvP karma system rework, PvP events and tournaments by introducing more in-game PvP events and tournaments with meaningful rewards. Guild and alliance dynamics, guild politics and alliances are central to BDO. Enhance.
This is that they should be so happy after this video. Perlibus, if you're watching this video, you can just go to like half of the people that come up with the ideas and just go fucking, I hate to say it, but go Donald Trump on their asses and be like, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. Chat GPT, what the fuck should I do to fix my game? I don't know, but I think that shit's like free or just like a nominal fee. It would work. Hey, you're fired. Probably save you money. I'm just saying. These devs ain't it.
And alliances features.
These developers are not it.
Unique alliance skills or exclusive large-scale objectives could deepen the PvP scene. This took 5 seconds for this thing to come up with, and I've already seen 5 brilliant suggestions from AI. Who the fuck do you have in the boardroom making these decisions on this game? You can't use a public tool accessible to you to help improve this.
He didn't flip that one out. He's fucking pissed. I love exclamatory uni. Go off, King. I'm sorry.
Game. Let's talk about the PvE improvements. Endgame PvE dungeons. Introduce more cooperative instant dungeons or raids that require group coordination and meaningful rewards. Dynamic world events. Revamp existing grinding spots. PvE ranking system. That's an interesting one. Implement a ranking system for PvE content like time trials, boss kills, or grind spot efficiency. Oh my god. It's like the Black Shrine, which has weekly leaderboards. Why are there not all-time leaderboards? Super simple to put, right? Leaderboards and seasonal rankings could foster a sense of competition and achievement for even the PvE players. Story-driven content. I don't know about that one, but add more narrative-driven PvE content, such as quest lines with unique challenges, boss fights, and story progression. These could provide alternate ways to progress in-game, giving players more reasons to engage with the lore and world. Quality of life enhancements. Cross-server PvP and PvE. Allow players to participate in PvP and PvE content across servers more easily, creating a larger player pool for events and reducing downtime. Enhanced reward systems. Revise and improve reward systems for both PvP and PvE, ensuring that the time and effort
Bro, if I feel like an ill-reformed people, but people we would be bricked up and ready to just apologize and be like, do you need blowies to like Perlibus if they did all the stuff on this list? And all they would have to do is chat GPT it. Like, take my money. That's what I'm saying. Take my money and my personal love. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest. This is like $1 billion idea, and he got it in 5 seconds from AI. I hurt my neck like IRL, like turning. It was so good. That's the reason.
Put into activities feels worthwhile. Better communication tools. Improve in-game communications and coordination tools for both PvP and PvE. This includes better party guild management interfaces and clearer ways to communicate during larger scale battles.
He's cooking on these areas with AI, boys.
Create a more dynamic and engaging endgame experience for players, keeping both PvP and PvE community active and invested in the long term. I wonder how many veteran players are baffled by typing this into ChatGPT just once.
I am baffled.
And we've already seen suggestions abroad that genuinely would help improve the quality of this game. Let's type in give me more. What else can it come up with? One take here. Territory-wide PvP events. More diverse PvP
Oh my
objectives.
God!
PvP bounty system.
Oh
Guild
my
versus
God!
guild seasons. Faction-based PvP.
Oh my God!
In PvE improvements, we could have an expedition system. World boss overhaul. Revamping world bosses with scaling mechanics based on a number of participants.
Anybody else bricked up right now?
PvE raids with role specialization, rotating seasonal PvE content, PvE scenarios with leaderboards as previously mentioned, cross-region PvP tournaments, integrated esports supports.
God
I don't know
damn.
about that one. Player-driven economy enhancements, housing and land ownership PvP, co-op life skilling content. Quality of life improvements, in-game training system, create a robust in-game tutorials or training systems for PvP and PvE mechanics. Boy, oh boy, does that one scream into the echo chamber, because this game does an absolutely horrible job holding new player hands in the sense of direction of where to go. This has been something that's actually been needed for a dramatically long time. Dynamic weather and environmental effects, guild alliances with shared objectives, player-generated content tools. Give players the tools to create their own content in the game, such as custom dungeons, PvP arenas, or events. I don't know about
Oh
that
my
one.
God.
That one's kind of blah, whatever. I would rather see more creative
What if we could make
tools
our
for people
own
to make more creative content.
arena of Arsha maps?
Frequent balance updates. Maintain a regular schedule of balance updates addressing both PvP and PvE concerns.
That'd
with
be so sick,
transparent
Ham.
communication from the developers.
You imagine the
It's been
long
less
map
than 10 fucking minutes, and I've already
where you
seen
spawn
a
up
list
top
of,
and you just fly all over?
I've already seen a list of higher percentage brilliant suggestions. What a fucking joke. You guys have the wrong people in the room. It's time to get the right people in the room.
When I was just guessing and I was like, he's telling you to do your job. This man cooked for 30 minutes. And I would like to reiterate, he is still telling you to do your job. Do your job. Please, fix this game.
It's time to have the right conversation with the right people, and it's time to start taking the feedback that is needed to be heard, because you are destroying your product, and none of us want to see that happen. Chat GPT. I can't even, dude. I can't even. I wasn't ready for that.
Bro, neither was I. Boys, girls, however you else would identify. Holy moly. Here goes the video in chat. We'll throw it in the YouTube video. My final thoughts are, that's crazy. I was in a FakeUni video twice, and it wasn't a meme. Yeah, nice. Oh no, yeah, I was supposed to talk about like the other stuff. Okay, yeah. So a lot of people call me a doomer, and I tried to make the PvP patch notes seem more positive, but I just can't be like, I think like, I love Blue, but Blue said like BDO'S saved or something like that, or somebody, and I don't know if that was Blue, but somebody who's big said BDO'S saved. I'll be honest, like, it's really not. Like, they need to actually, those, you know, those bullet points where they mentioned fixing node wars and they're hearing our feedback and the other things. It was biceps, maybe. Maybe. Though that's what they need to do. Those four paragraphs where they're like, we're gonna listening to your feedback on Red Battlefield, on Node Wars. Go to choices posts on Red Battlefield. Quit giving us 0.0001% and level 64 that we don't give a fuck about. All right. I just go to choices post, which is, by the way, the #1 upvoted post on the official Black Desert forums in NA. So it's not, where would it be? Where would this post be anyway? It's not and it's not like, anyways. So this it's like a thought that just disappeared from their head. They forgot about it. I don't know. And then like you could go there, fix RBF instantly. You could do a lot of things, undo the the node war thing, or you're gonna do it, make it so the top tier guilds have to stay fight each other up top and justify it, so make them fight for longer and make it more fun. There's a lot of things you can do, and give people like a reason to hold their ground and defend their area. Other than that way, it doesn't turn the game into like a giant RBF. I think it would be more fun. Maybe you start everyone with the base and there's like a reason to run around. I think would make more sense. I don't know. There's a lot of things they could do to fix this, and they don't seem to be going down the right path. On that same note, I like seeing this part of FakeUni. Him, like when he's like, dude, he was cooking so fucking hard here. He just let it rip. I like to see it. Good shit. Let's go interact with this video. Make sure you interact with the video. We love FakeUni. He's a unit. Let's go. Maybe I'm just entirely based, but I think he's right. Black Desert is actually dying. Another one. Nothing.